The Ukrainian people are beautiful people. I know so many of them, thousands and thousands. We've had the privilege of baptizing thousands and thousands of them into Christ and into the truths of the Bible. And so, to me and Beverly and the rest of the Carter Report team, this is not just something that you see in television. This is intensely personal. I think of the old people, the young people, their magnificent choirs. Whenever I've gone to Kiev and worshiped there, I've been blessed with a magnificent choir, people with a great orchestra. These are wonderful people. And right now, as I'm talking to you, people are bleeding and dying. Almost on a daily basis, we're in contact with people in Kiev. Of course, that's the capital. But we've been to Zaporozhye, where they have this great nuclear plant that has been recently shelled. Can you believe it? Then we've been to Kharkov and run a big evangelistic campaign, and down to Odessa and other cities in the great land of Ukraine. These people are the salt of the earth, and I don't think any nation on the face of the earth has suffered as much as the Ukrainian people. In the days of Stalin, there was a program just to obliterate the Ukrainian people, and millions of them were starved to death. Now, what are we going to do about this? We're joining forces with Hope Ukraine. We've just sent money for a vehicle so we can be taking medicines and food and other supplies. But this is just the start. By the grace of God, we are not going to stand back and make excuses. By the grace of God, we are going to work for the salvation of the people in Ukraine. And especially, we're going to stand with God's people. Now, in Australia, we've got a special committee that's headed up by Pastor Harold Harker, an old friend who has been with me to all of these great cities. We have Dr. Alex Curry. We have Dr. John Hammond. Dr. Hammond has been with us to Kiev and helped us in the preaching of the gospel. These people understand the situation as we do. So, my friend, for the sake of souls and for the sake of Christ, please write to us. We're going to put up our address on the screen. Write to Pastor Harker. We have a secure channel to get your gifts to the suffering Ukrainian people. Every cent that you give is going to go. The Carter Report is going to pay all the other expenses. And so, for the sake of Christ and the suffering Ukrainian people, give today. Stand with us, please, for Jesus' sake.
We can all pray that sometime in our lifetime that God's peace will shine throughout the world. Until that day, we urgently need to help the Ukrainian children. The Carter Report team has been to the Ukraine on many of its evangelistic missions. We all love the people of the Ukraine for their openness to the Word of God. Mrs. Carter and the Carter Report team have visited the orphanages in the Ukraine, sharing the gospel and giving out Bibles and medicine. They've sat and prayed with the children and the staff that care for them. Please send your support, prayers, and love for the children. They need our help now. You can send your gift for any amount to the address on the screen or call the number. Also, you can donate through the Carter Report website. Thank you for your kindness to the Ukrainian children.